Hello all, welcome to Sweet and Savory Recipes. Let's make paneer makhni biryani today. When we hear biryani, the first thing that comes to our mind is बहुत difficult होगा या कोई rocket science होगा, but trust me, once you understand the process, it's as simple as mixing a rice and sabzi with some flavors. So let's understand the whole process. First we are going to boil the rice. Next we'll make paneer makhni, and lastly assemble the biryani with few more ingredients and flavors. Let's begin with the first step, that is to boil the rice. For 6 portions of biryani, here I have taken 2 cups of rice which we have soaked for 30 minutes, 1 bay leaf, 6 to 7 cloves and 2 cardamoms. Till the time the rice is getting soaked, we'll boil the water, for which here I have taken one pan half full of water. Into this we are going to add 1.5 teaspoons of salt, 1 bay leaf, 6 to 7 cloves and 2 cardamoms. I avoid adding oil to my rice, but you can add it, it's totally optional. Now we'll wait till the water comes to a boil. Once the water is hot enough, we are going to add the soaked rice into it and cook it till it's 80% cooked. After 8 to 9 minutes of continuous boiling, we'll check the rice is cooked or not. So we'll take a strain of rice and cut it into half, and it should be 80% cooked. Now we'll strain the rice and remove the bay leaf and cloves and cardamom from it, because the flavors of these spices are already infused in the rice, so we don't need them anymore. Okay, now let's move to the next step, that is to prepare paneer makhani. For paneer makhani, we need 6 to 7 cloves of garlic, 4 ripe tomatoes, 1 onion, some cashew nuts, 1 bay leaf, a few pieces of cloves, black peppercorns and cardamom, and some dried red chilies. First, we are going to roughly chop the tomatoes and onions and then take a pan and transfer all these ingredients into it. Now add just enough water to cover all the veggies and blanch them till they become soft and mushy. After 5 to 7 minutes of continuous blanching, as you can see, everything is nicely mixed and cooked together. Now remove the bay leaf from it, transfer it into a bowl and let it cool down to room temperature. Since we need to grind it into paste, so it's very important to cool it down. So till the time it's cooling down, we'll finish our other few steps. So next step is to fry the onions, for which we have taken a pan. Into this I have added 2 teaspoons of oil, and we'll fry the onions till they are dark brown in color. As you can see, they have turned into dark brown color, so they are done. Let's quickly move to next step, which is to knead a dough. It's just simple flour, no salt, no oil, because we just need this dough to seal the pot in which we are going to make the biryani. Next, we are going to prepare the milk and saffron mixture, for which I have taken 3 teaspoons of milk. Into this, we are going to add some saffron strands and mix everything nicely. All the side preparations are done. Now we'll quickly move back to paneer makhani. Now since everything is cooled down, we are going to transfer it into a mixer jar and grind it into a fine paste. Our puree is ready. Now take the same pan in which we have fried the onions and add 2 teaspoons of butter or ghee into it and let it heat. Once the oil and butter is hot, we'll add garlic and chili paste into it and saute for around 1 minute. Don't burn the garlic. Saute just enough to take away the raw smell of it. Now add 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder into it and saute for 10 seconds. Next, we'll add the puree which we have prepared into the pan and stir it continuously for 1 minute, otherwise it will spill everywhere over the gas and the hot drops of puree can hurt your skin as well. So it's important to stir it continuously for 1 minute and then cover it with the lid for 7 to 8 minutes. After 7 to 8 minutes, we'll start adding the spices into the puree, starting with 1 teaspoon of Kashmiri red chili powder, 1 teaspoon of kitchen king powder, and half a teaspoon of salt or salt as per your taste. Mix everything together. Now we'll cover it with a lid and let it cook for another 2 to 3 minutes. It's been 2 to 3 minutes of cooking. Now we'll add 1/4 teaspoon of black pepper powder and 1 teaspoon of kasuri methi into it and saute it for another 1 minute. As and when the gravy starts leaving its oil, that is the time when we are sure that the gravy is nicely cooked. Since I have not added a lot of oil into my gravy, so you can't see it coming out, but you can see a natural glaze on my gravy. So that means it's done. That's it, our paneer makhani is ready. You can also add 1 teaspoon of cream if you want, but that's totally optional. Now when everything is prepared, the next step is to assemble the biryani. for which we need a deep vessel which can be covered with a lid. So first grease the bottom of the pan with some ghee so that the rice doesn't stick on the bottom. And then we'll add one layer of rice. Next comes one layer of paneer makhni. Make sure the paneer makhni doesn't go to the corners. Now one more layer of rice. And then some pieces of fried onion. And a few mint and coriander leaves. So this is one layer of biryani. You can make as many layers as you want or enough layers to finish all the ingredients available with you. Here I have stacked 3 layers of it. Make sure you assemble the biryani just half an hour prior to your meal, because if you put it in the pot for too long before cooking, it will lose its flavors and taste. That's it, we're done with the layering. Now make 4 holes into the biryani with the help of a spoon and add the milk and saffron mixture into the holes so that all the flavors of saffron and all the spices are mixed together while cooking. Add a few drops on the top as well, and that's it. Now we'll just seal the pot with the help of a dough. Sealing the pot is very important as it helps to retain and infuse the flavors of each layer, and it gives a very flavorful taste to the biryani. You can also smoke the biryani with the help of a burnt coal just before sealing it. Now we'll put this pot on a tawa and let it cook for 10 to 15 minutes on a low to medium heat. After 15 minutes of cooking on a low flame, our biryani is ready to serve. Serve it hot with some bundi raita and papad and you're good to go. Hope to see you soon guys. Thank you.